I'm Valentine from the OpenAgent Git team. Today I'll show you what Oak is, what you can do with it, and the basics on how to use it. We'll start off with a fresh Oak installation here, um, and you can find a tutorial on how to get started on our website, or there will also be a video later on. Stay tuned for that. First, I'll just register a user. Just remember, the first user you register will always be the super admin, but you can always add additional super admins later on. So I'm just gonna fill that in really quick here. And that's it. So I have my first user registered. As you can see here, global settings, this is now my super admin. I could go ahead and add additional users. I'll get to that later on. Today we'll create like a simple RAG agent that we'll upload a PDF to, and our team can ask all the questions they have about on the PDF. And then I'll also show you on how to use plugins and tools and to extend Oak as you want. So I'll just go ahead here and create an agent. We'll just call it Apple Business Conduct. We'll be creating a specialist on the Apple's business conduct policies, just as an example here. I'm creating the agent. As you can see, now you're getting to the initial agent admin dashboard. You can see a playground here. It's basically where you can try out how the agent reacts based on the system prompt you have, based on the knowledge. And then you can also, under the chat here, you can see how it will look to your team and to other users. We'll start here with a quick system prompt. Under system prompt, you can just basically tell the agent what it is and what it's supposed to do. So I'm just going to copy paste a very basic RAG system prompt in here. I'm going to save that. And as you can see, there is a history. So if somebody edits it, you can always see when it was edited, and you can revert back to a previous state. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload a PDF for my RAG knowledge. As you can see here, I can just drag and drop any sort of document right into my knowledge base. And with plugins, you can also extend it so that it syncs in from Dropbox, Google Drive, and S3 or anything else you want to connect, basically. Just gonna drag that in here, upload the PDF. And what it does in the background is it automatically chunks it, embeds it, and makes it available in a vector search database. So you can basically upload as many files here as you want. It will never impact the context window. Okay, so basically we're ready to ask our first question. And to do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and ask random questions like, what's our policy on the environment? As you can see here, it uses the tool Access Knowledge Base, and it picks up the PDF and reads the section that's relevant and gives you a full detailed answer to what you're looking for. Obviously, you can add many more documents and add complex questions. It will basically, yeah, work as a basic RAG example here. But this is basically the admin user interface. So that's what you would see. But if I would add people from my team, let's say I have a customer service team and they need to answer those questions, I would invite them as team members, and they would basically have a chat interface. Chat interface looks very familiar, probably. It's the same as you would see with ChatGPT or similar applications. So they can create new conversations, look at previous conversations they had, upload files if you set it to, and basically work it as with a customized ChatGPT interface, if you want to call it that. An interesting thing is that if your user interact here and they give any feedback, let's say I don't like that, it has the ability to collect feedback on your questions. So if you, let's say, if you build an agent for your team or for an external client, and their users are reporting issues, you can basically see it right away here in the dashboard. I'll show you where. So going back to my admin interface, I can go to the feedback tab here, And immediately I can see who gave the feedback, like what feedback was given, when it was given, and what the conversation ID was. And then I can take a look here and see, okay, what was asked, what did the agent respond, what was the user's comment on that. So you can use that to really iterate and improve your agent's capabilities. One really important feature is user management with Oak. As you can see here, I'm the only user right now, but I can basically go ahead and invite my team or external users to my agents and let them use it in the chat interface, or also if they're owner or editor, let them also edit my agents. So if you, for example, have an agency and you are shipping multiple agents to your clients, you can basically isolate the agents for your users or for your clients, but also if you are running a team within a company and you want to give certain departments certain agents, you can also segment and assign them agents here. There's also global user management, and I will get to that later. One thing that really makes Oak shine and what makes it different than other applications is the ability to add plugins. Plugins is basically a space where you can add capabilities to Oak. So that could be tools that the agent can use, but also like full interfaces, additional pages in Oak where you can manipulate settings. And there will be a separate video detailing the plugins, but I'll just showcase one of them right now. So it's the web search plugin. It's an internal plugin we built that will also be available to install later on. But it gives the agents the capability to search the web with Google, but also access links. So as you can see here, it's enabled also for all agents. I could toggle that off and enable that plugin only for specific agents. But for this case, I'm just gonna leave it on for all. And if I go into my chat here and I'm telling it a question, let's say, what do people line say about Apple's business conduct? You can see that now it has a tool called Google Search. It will go in, pull up some links, additionally look at a website where, in this case, Reddit, where people apparently are sharing opinions on that, and is summarizing that. And you can basically imagine plugins to be a living ecosystem where you can extend the code base. It's a Node.js application where you can build custom plugins, but also where the community is building plugins and you can install them to your code base. Similar to WordPress plugins if you have used them before. A really cool feature about Oak is also that you can embed your agents on your own website or use the API to embed it basically to any site. And I'm just going to show you how you can use a simple script or an iframe to add this agent we just created to your website. If you go to agent settings and enable it to be a public agent, usually it's private by default. I just put it on public here and add the allowed URLs. You can copy and paste the scripts that are already pre-filled down here. As you can see, it has the agent attached. It has the embedding script. And if I copy this iframe URL and I'm going to go over to CodePen here, just as an example, and paste this iframe in here, I can immediately see the agent being pulled up in this isolated chat window. So that I can use, for example, adding it to my website in like a certain section, or even like as a chatbot on the site. If you want to have more control over the CSS and styling, you can just use the JavaScript embed instead, and you can just use CSS to adjust the styling however you want. But yeah, as you can see, we added it to our site. And if I have a question here, do we think about the environment? I basically get the same exact answer that I would get over at the playground right here. And this I can use to basically share knowledge about any agent that I created and give him access to anybody who wants to use it. Yep. So this was a really quick showcase on what Oak is. We'll have additional videos diving into creating plugins, extending the ecosystem, and how to set it up locally. Stay tuned for that, and see you then.